and onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out.
Come, my brother, come, my sister, let us build Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique together. This is our home, and we must do everything in our power, legally so, to improve it. Hence the reason the theme song continues to call on you to put your hands to the wheel and let us transform this piece of rock that we call our home. I want to welcome you to the hub. I want to encourage those on Facebook to please share the live. Those on YouTube, do the same thing. On the radio, call your neighbor, call your friend, and let them know that the program is on. I want to start off tonight by again encouraging you to buy a ticket even in advance for the big bingo on Sunday, the 25th of June at the National Stadium, starting at 5 in the p.m. And you will get some entertainment. You will have drinks and so on sale, eats and drinks, and we will enjoy the bingo. So I want to encourage you, mobilize, organize, and come on down on Sunday, God's willing. But before I get there, I want to just give you a little update on the tropical system that we all are monitoring. It's so important that you get some info on that.
That's why we're getting this now. It's not that we don't have storms this time of year. It's just that we rarely get them to form this far out in the eastern Atlantic. This one's moving to the west at 21 miles per hour. This is Tropical Storm Brett. It is with one T. I'm not the best typer. I can tell you that right now. Everybody knows me knows that. But that is spelled correctly, B-R-E-T. You can see the forecast. It does move into the Northeast Caribbean. It does weaken, though, as it does so. But look, that's Barbados, Martinique, St. Lucia, Dominica, all the way up. St. Martin, U.S. Virgin Islands, everybody there has to watch this, even Puerto Rico. It's not going to be a terribly strong storm, but this is talking 80 to 75 mile per hour wind, so a minimal Cat 1 hurricane, especially Thursday night and Friday, moving into those areas, right? And then Puerto Rico Friday into Friday night and Saturday. Forecast models starting to diverge a little bit. The stronger ones want to turn it to the north. That's what happens in systems. The stronger they are for tropical systems, the more they tend to drift to the north. The weaker ones will just go west straight across the Caribbean and not really affect anybody. So you can see the split there. The thinking is that it will tend to fall apart with wind shear. There's the wind shear right now. Right? That's great that it's there because it helps protect us, but it's not. The question is not where is it now. The question is where's the wind shear going to be when the storm is over here, right? So let me show you that. You can see there's not much there now. Watch the forecast model. Shear stays to the north of it. This is through this Wednesday. Starting to get a little bit on it by the time we get into Wednesday night and Thursday. And then notice as it gets into the Caribbean, here comes this northerly shear really pushing hard on the north side of this. And that's going to restrict. Most of the rain is going to be down to the south of this. It's going to be a lopsided looking system at that point. And so that's why I think that the forecast is going to bring it down just a little bit. And as it gets towards Hispaniola, there's more there. You see this? That big U, that's a big trough. You know why it's cooler, especially our friends up north? It's been a lot cooler for them this season. It's because these troughs keep getting set up here, and that will help protect us. So I don't think this is an issue for us. Now, if you act now, we'll throw in another system for you, absolutely free. That's 93L. In fact, there's another wave coming off of Africa, a wave we call a bunch of showers and storms. 93L, we are running models on it. This one looks like it will recurve. So I've been saying this too online. The fact that we have a system out here is what's rare. The fact that we have one, potentially two systems, it's rare, yes, but I would expect that because the atmosphere setup is ready to go. It's primed up in that area for a good week or so, right? So if you're going to get one, you could definitely get another if you've got a wave train. You've got waves coming off of Africa. So it's not crazy that we got a second one. It's just crazy that we got one at all out there. So it looks like it's not going to be a big deal for us. The Northeast Islands will have to watch that, the Lesser Antilles.
Right, folks, you got a little update there on Brett, all right, Tropical Storm Brett. Let us pray and hope that it does not strengthen and cause problems for the islands in the Caribbean. So far, the projection is really looking on the up, meaning Barbados and Lucia, you know, those islands up north, right? And Trinidad, Grenada, and so on, we will be impacted, but not as the other islands. So still, we have to prepare. Still, we have to have our family disaster plan in place, buy our non-perishable stuff, stock up clean drinking water for a period of time. You know, that is important. Very, very important. Your first aid kit, that kind of thing. Your family plan is key. Knowing where they are, at what time, and so on. Cutting overhangings or trimming the overhangings, cleaning your drains, having your phones charged up, and all your lanterns and so on, because, you know, we are no longer in the battery era. Yes, you might have one or two flashlights and so on with batteries, or radio with batteries. But generally speaking, that kind of out. You charge up your radio, for example. I have 2 or 3 radios here, small ones, but I just have to charge it up before. Charge it up, and it will last for hours, right? So again, make sure you put all that should be in place, because you never know. You never know. It's always good to be prepared, and I think NADMA is doing an excellent job. Excellent job. We hope that they would continue to inform the general public, do a lot of the, you know, preparation, the kind of preventative stuff, getting all the district committees going. That is important, and I think they're working on that. They're doing an excellent job. Terrence Walters and the team, they're doing an excellent job. Dr. Terrence Walters, all right? So, folks, moving on. Don't forget, this week is a pack week, all right? Pack week. So, let us start with Canada first.
Hello, Grenadians in Canada and friends of Grenadians in Canada. This is a special invitation from me, Prime Minister of Grenada, inviting you to join me on the 1st July 2023 at Bellevue Manor for a special evening, a grand gala. Accompanying me will be the Honorable Joseph Andal, MP for St. Patrick West and Minister for Foreign Affairs. The gala is an aim of raising funds to assist us in building a resource center in Grenada. The Resource Center will be a hub for community activities, for training, for meeting, greeting, and for conventions. So, we invite all of you to come out and join us. Your donation to this event is only $250. and space is limited. So we really do invite you to get your tickets early. I look forward to meeting, greeting, and sharing a meal with all of you as we look to move Grenada forward. I look forward to seeing you on the 1st of July.
Right, so don't forget Bellevue Manor out there in Canada, Toronto. So we wish our Prime Minister all the best and the team, the NDC support group. They're working very, very hard out there in Canada to make sure that this thing is a success. All right? And we know it will be a success.
Sunday, June 25th. It's another first from the NDC. The National Democratic Congress 1 year celebration, and we're doing it for you, the people. It's a $150,000 bingo.
Oh my God.
That is for them yellow people and them. It's for every citizen, any religion, any class. Sunday, June 25th at the National Stadium from 5 p.m. Tickets $60 for one, $100 for two. Feature addresses, entertainment from Solid the Band and top local acts. Come play bingo with your Prime Minister and MPs. NDC 1 year celebration bingo. Sunday, June 25th at the National Stadium. $150,000 in cash and prizes. And remember, this money has no color.
Right, so don't forget the bingo. The bingo, that's important. We want you to come on down at the stadium and take part in that bingo. Tickets are already on sale in quite a number of places. So we urge you to buy your tickets, $60 for one, $100 for two. All right? I think from tomorrow or so, you can get some tickets by my good partner, Ricky, right? Ricky's Bar. So we hope that by tomorrow, we can have some tickets there and you can come there to get it. All right? So again, that's important.
This is a public service announcement from the National Democratic Congress. The national address by Prime Minister, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, which was carded for the Grenada Trade Center, will now be held at the Radisson Conference Center on Wednesday, June 21st in Grand Dance from 7 p.m. Reporting on a year of transformational progress. Please join us in person or online on GIS Channels 22, also Facebook and YouTube.
So we're moving forward, move the country forward.
Right, so the national address, and then you know about the Day of Prayer and Candlelight Vigil. That's at Las Ojes. That's on Friday. Then you also should be aware we have the Town Hall meeting, the National Town Hall meeting at the Grenville Secondary School. So we look forward to that too. Let me, at this point, tell you also about two activities, right? Two activities. Let me just feature something here first. All right, so let us go here with NIS. Some information on NIS.
The National Insurance Board has proposed that government urgently address the quick depletion of its reserves by implementing key measures that can save the scheme in the not-too-distant future. Director of the National Insurance Scheme, Dorset Comrell, on Friday during the government's post-cabinet press briefing, said Grenada urgently needs to increase the pension age from 60 to 65 years and the contribution rate from 12% to 16% from 2024 to 2031 to save the NIS. He said the recommendations have been on the table for years following various annual actuary reviews. However, they were never acted upon by governments in the past. Over the years, NIS has been faced with the issue of paying benefits that are greater than the total contributions received, leaving the institution to break deposits to make payments. Cromwell says the social security change is not unique to Grenada and is now a matter of national urgency.
We must increase the pensionable age as a matter of national urgency. So the pensionable age we have proposed to the government of Grenada to increase the pensionable age from 60 to 65 over the period 2024 to 2029. Of course, you have the option to take your pension early, always at 60, at any age you so desire, but there is a small adjustment if you take it before the required age. We must also increase the contribution rate, because the monies that we've collected, you heard it from the Honorable Minister, and I also spoke to it, the monies that we are collecting now is not sufficient to cover expenditure on a month-to-month basis. We are breaking term deposits left, right, and center to cover our expenditure, and that is not sustainable. We have proposed to the government that between 2024 and 2031, we increase the contribution rate from where it is now 12% to 16%. 0.5% increase every year, split equally between employee and employer.
He explained that if government does not make legislative changes to address this issue facing the NIS, Grenadians who are now young adults may not qualify for a pension.
If we as a people, if we as a country decide that NIS Grenada will not change at all, then if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, you are not going to get a pension. And it is not fear-mongering, it is the objective reality. And if you do get a pension, there are going to be many instances where you have to wait to get that pension. Right? We would have to tell you to come back when there are cash flow improvements. And the same applies for sickness benefit, maternity benefit, and the other benefits. And if you do get a pension, then the cost of the pension is going to be prohibitive. So you might be paying in the vicinity of 20 and 30%.
Minister for Social and Community Development, Honorable Philip Telesford, underscored the significance of the NIS to economic development. He too is concerned about the scheme making benefit payments annually that are greater than the total contributions received.
The NIS is extremely important for the survival of many Grenadians. And for future generations, the NIS must be preserved. The NIS has to periodically break deposits to pay benefits. Again, this is not sustainable. We could have hardworking and efficient staff at the NIS. We could have great operating systems and brilliant practices. We could have a brilliant management team and a first-class board of directors with an eye for detail. But if government fails to make the legislative changes, the NIS will come crumbling down in a few short years.
Again, NIS, that is a serious concern. But remember, the NNP administration used to use NIS as the cash cow. Anytime they needed money, that was where they were going. And now the chickens are coming home to roost. There are consequences for that kind of mismanagement. So at the end of the day, we have to bite the bullet and make the necessary changes now. And I think that is what they were actually stressing there. We got to do it now. Well, on the good news side, connectivity for all.
1,500 Grenadian households will benefit from internet connectivity from the newly launched Jump program. It is being made possible by Flow Grenada with the support and collaboration of the Government of Grenada and the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission. The program will ensure internet connectivity to improve access to education in disadvantaged homes. Flow Grenada Country Manager Lincoln Batiste said that no one should be left behind regardless of status or income.
While we continue to offer very affordable internet packages and to expand our connectivity footprint island-wide, we must acknowledge the challenging truth that there are still segments of our population who are unable to afford basic internet services. This issue became glaringly apparent during the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. It highlighted the digital divide across our nation and exposed that there are many individuals without internet access, appropriate devices, or the necessary skills even to navigate online content. These persons were excluded from the benefits of remote schooling, work, social services, and other benefits. Additionally, these persons face limitations, even today, on their ability to leverage the opportunities offered by the internet.
Some pronouncements for JUMP beneficiaries were made during Wednesday's launch.
Connectivity lies at the heart of the JUMP project. Persons who qualify for the program will be offered affordable home internet for just $20 a month. To each of these families, we will also be providing a free laptop. As connectivity obviously requires an access device.
Added to that is digital literacy training that comes at no cost.
Our commitment to the people of Grenada goes beyond just the connectivity, however. We understand that providing internet access is just the first step. To truly bridge the digital divide, we must equip our fellow Grenadians with the skills and knowledge to utilize these digital tools effectively. Through free digital literacy training, which is a part of this program, we will empower individuals with the necessary expertise to navigate the online world safely, responsibly, and confidently.
Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell, who also sits as Minister for Information, is happy that this program has become reality.
This initiative by Flow, and I want to commend them because I think it is really their energy and drive that has driven us to ensuring that this is successful. And I think it demonstrates their genuine commitment to ensuring that no citizen of Grenada is left behind in this era where the digital connectivity is vital to our productivity, to our entertainment, to our connectivity, and to our way of life, and to our economic development in particular. So I'm really heartened that we can partner with the NTRC to ensure that this becomes a reality.
The beneficiaries were encouraged to make maximum use of the program and create avenues for themselves.
To those who will be the recipients of this program, I want to urge you to make use of it, not just for entertainment, not just for news, but truly to leverage it to increase your skill, your education, your knowledge, so that you can see it as a tool to help you grow and foster your own economic independence, your own economic development, and development of your children, because that is really what this is aimed at. And we also have to accept that there may be more pandemics, there may be more shocks, there may be more events that we cannot predict that will force us to live more online, and therefore we need to ensure that those amongst us who are most vulnerable are not further disadvantaged when these challenges face us.
Minister for ICT, Honorable Lennox Andrew, is happy that more families can have the advantage of internet connectivity and looks forward to the expansion of the program where more families will be added to the list.
Together, we can pool our time, our talent, and our treasure to maximize the impact of this initiative and extend its reach to as many deserving families as possible. though initially set at 1,500, 1,500, as I was saying to your countryman a while ago, we hope we can move that number to as high as 3,000 and beyond.
The agreement was signed by Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell and Country Manager Flo Grenada Lincoln Batiste.
Right. Very nice there indeed. Very, very nice indeed. Connectivity is important. And in 2023, we should have been talking about, all homes having internet connection, all homes having a computer or two, all homes having, two people computer literate, and people can stay at home and actually earn a living by working online and so on. But the NNP, they dropped the ball big time. They dropped the ball big time. But at the end of it all, the visionaries are here. They will fix that. They will get the job done. And no child will be left behind.
The Ministry of Education says 1,858 students who sat the external component of the CPEA 2023 have all been assigned to a secondary school. The remaining 17 who were absent will be supported to sit the assessment in 2024. The results of the 2023 examination were released earlier this week. However, they did not include positions according to performance, a decision that Education Minister Honorable David Andrews has announced during a recent press conference. 95.8% of the CPA candidates who wrote the assessment in 2023 obtained 50% or more in the assessment. This reflects an improvement of 4.1% when compared to 91.7% achieving the same mark in 2022. The national mean for 2023 is 72.21. This reflects a small but significant improvement of 3.62% against 68.59% in 2022. In 2021, the national mean was 69.69%.
Right, very nice there indeed. Every child deserves an opportunity to go on to secondary school. And if they are in the academic corner, then let them pursue their physics, their biology, their chemistry, and so on. But if they are technical, if they can use their hands well, let them go into the TVET area, learn carpentry, learn masonry, learn plumbing, sewing, tailoring, and so on, It's a whole lineup. I think that's a really good thing. So kudos to the government of Grenada. The New York chapter of the NDC, they're having two events. Friday the 23rd, from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. midnight, they have the first anniversary celebration party. Food free, drinks on sale, music by a popular DJ. Let's celebrate together at Kim's Place in Brooklyn, New York. All right? So they're inviting you to come out and party with them, the New York chapter of the NDC, this coming Friday, the 23rd, right? So that's the exact birthday or anniversary, 1 year anniversary of the NDC being in power. So don't forget that. Thank you, Helen and the team, for your hard work, the New York chapter. All right? The New York chapter also has another event. That one is the first anniversary watch party, bingo. All right? Delicious food. Drinks will be on sale. Scan the bingo QR code to purchase the tickets. So complete bingo and have fun at the Nutmeg House. And I'll give you some more information on that. Just showing it up here. So remember, while the bingo is taking place in Grenada, there are a lot of people in the United States, in New York and so on, who purchase bingo tickets or who will purchase bingo tickets. You can go together in that particular location and follow the bingo. You could win. Yes, you can win just like the folks who will be in Grenada. Follow the bingo, play the bingo. You can buy your drinks, you could eat some food and socialize with friends. So again, I want to encourage you to please support the bingo and celebrate with the New York chapter of the NDC. So again, two very important activities. Just giving you all a heads up there because you can go and watch that from those two locations. All right, let me get it. Last location, right. So the Nutmeg House, 1215 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11226. All right, nice. So I look forward to hearing that a number of people out there in New York win a couple of games, right, of the bingo. Remember, we're doing it virtually and in person. So at this point, let me play a little piece of that rally out there in Carriacou. All right? We want to feature aspects of the rally in Carriacou. A little sticking here, there, and everywhere, but we go walk it out. All right? We go walk the thing out, carrying away from my reality.
Did you forget or you're easing him up? Which one? Tell me she's waiting on me. Well, let me tell you something. Sister Claudette Joseph is so humble and don't like to blow her own horn. But the court recently made a decision on an application made by the attorneys representing Sister Claudette in a matter of defamation, which was filed in the court by you-know-who with respect to statements that he claimed that she made, which is on audio and video regarding the shrimp farm project. Well, you know what? He won the first rounds simply because her attorney at the time, for whatever reason, did not file her application in a timely manner. So the court had no choice but to determine default judgment in favor of the gentleman. Well, Sister Claudette made a new application to the court. And that application, she asked the court for the matter to be continued. And the court upheld her request. So this is a big victory. Give her a round of applause. Victory number one. All right. So right now, we're going to bring to you another victory scored by the NDC by having one seat less over on by the other gentleman, you know who. So I want to invite Sister Delma Thomas, MP for St. Andrew Northwest. Sister Delma Thomas.
Forward, move the country. Forward, with NDC. Forward, how we going? Forward, too long.
We're moving forward. We're not going back. We have the best Michelle, young, intelligent, full of vibes, and we like it. Prime Minister and political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, our brother, the man of the moment, Brother Tevin Andrew, Brother Ron Redhead, Brother Andy, Sister Claudette, and other members of the platform. A pleasant good night to every one of you. Let me first bring greetings to you on behalf of Sister Gloria Thomas and I and the constituency of St. Andrew Northwest. I want to say to you here tonight that the people of St. Andrew Northwest, 4 years before next election, and they're saying they are moving forward. They like the transformational agenda of the NDC. And when the election comes 4 years from now, not next year, 4 years from now, we are sure that whoever that candidate would be, the seat will be NDC. So it's another seat for the NDC. Brothers and sisters, this is the first time I'm speaking on an official platform of the NDC since I became a member of the National Democratic Congress. Let me place on record my thank you to the Honorable Prime Minister for inviting me to be part of the transformational team. Less than 1 year after I competed against his team. And brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. At that time, we were saying it's a mature team. But have you seen what the team has done in 1 year? In 1 year, brothers and sisters, we have a team that is serious about transformation, a team that is serious about moving Grenada forward. And so I am spoke to him as a mother, a sister, somebody in the politics. And I want to say to you, this is a humble gentleman that will take Carriacou forward, that will transform Carriacou. In fact, I've been looking at him, and I look at the work that he has been doing in Carriacou and Pidi-Martinique. And I'm pleased, you know, there's something special about the people from Carriacou, the representative. I served with the former MP, and I know of Brother Tevin. They are always fighting and championing for you, the people of Carriacou and Pidi-Martinique. And so I know that Brother Tevin will transform and will continue to develop the people of Carriacou and Pidi-Martinique. And I say to you, let us support him. I want to say to you also, and to say to those who are listening, who voted the NNP last election in Carriacou, to join the National Democratic Congress. And let us work to move our country forward. We are not going back. We are going forward. And when we have a young, vibrant leader as the Honorable Prime Minister and his team, we cannot go wrong. And that is why I am committed to working with a team. I am committed to seeing our country go forward. We're not going back. We are not going back to a leader who would say, as Sister Claudette told you, you have to leave them when they come to you. Just empathize. Don't give them anything. She's not lying. When he prefers for you to lose your job, and that we who are part of his team should just empathize with you. And when election come next time, you coming and vote for him in drones. We do not want that for you, brothers and sisters. What we want for you is that we can provide assistance for you now. And we want for you to save your jobs now. And so the NDC will be a government that not only saving your job, but over the next 4 years, will be working to ensure that more jobs for the people of Carriacou, Pidi-Martinique, and Grenada. So I want to say to you, let us continue to rally around the National Democratic Congress. Let us work to move our country forward. We know what we had before and we've seen what we have now. Less than 1 year, you can see the transformation. yes, less than 1 year, the very team we call Young and Immature, you can see the work that they have been doing. And so I urge you, let us continue to work with them. Let us come together. Let us unite together for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. And I say, long live the National Democratic Congress. 1 year down, 14 years more in the first instance to go. But we can only achieve that by working together. Let us unite our country. Let us move our country forward. Let us transform Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. And as a representative would say, boots on the ground. We're moving forward, forward, forward. Thank you.
So we're moving forward, forward, forward. Move the country forward, forward, forward. With NDC, forward, forward, forward. How we going? Forward, 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 forward.
Look at people. This look like an election crowd. I ain't joking. This reminds me of the elections. But election is what? Prime Minister, what? 3 years again now? Prime Minister say every year go be election. So at least once a year, we come into Carriacou and celebrate the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth anniversary. All in favor? Great. Celebrations every year. Well, my next speaker, I really don't know how to introduce him. So I will say, first of all, just give you a short background. When I contended the seat of the South with my brother Andy Williams, a decision had to be made. So my political leader called me in. He said, Terry, you have been in the South for a while. We know you have strong support. But young Andy Williams, the survey showing as though he have more support. I said, political leader, if that is what the survey say, I will join with Andy and we will win the South. So said, so done. And that's how we have to operate within the arms of the National Democratic Congress. No fighting, no tearing, no discord. We moving in one accord for transformation of our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, the man I'm speaking about is the Honorable Andy Williams, Minister responsible for mobilization, transformation, also implementation. And when I walk around, when I drive around the South, every morning I've seen something different. Every morning something different. He show you pictures at night and he tell you, look at it tomorrow, look at it tomorrow. I say, but wait, this man not sleeping. I bring to you, therefore, the Honorable Andy Williams.
Andy, for the South Side, the best choice. Na, 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 Andy Williams for South St. George. What Nicky didn't do for South St. George, Andy gonna do it for you.
Good night, everyone. NDCites. NDCites. Last year, this time, we were in Carriacou, in Belmont, exactly 1 year ago. I remember when I came to the podium, I said, party leader and next Prime Minister of Grenada, Deacon Mitchell. But tonight, I say party leader and Prime Minister of Grenada, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell. I want to tonight congratulate my brother, Tevin Andrews. Now, let me tell you like a secret, right? Tevin and I just go competition.
When I see something in Carriacou, I say, tell me in Carriacou again. So tomorrow, I'm making sure we start something in the south. And we just call one another. Cabinet colleagues, want to really thank the Senator Claudette Joseph for her wonderful work she's doing. I want to also thank Sister Gloria Thomas for being so brave and showing exactly what woman power is all about. Let's give her a round of applause. I want to really appreciate our brother Ron Redden for the wonderful work he's doing in youth, sports and culture. I want to tonight recognize our two lawyers in the midst. In case I say something wrong, they go defend me. I want to big up Mr. Leo Joseph, the man himself. Everybody? I need to go at the protocol, so I'm making sure, you know, it's in the first. Other party stalwarts, I forgot. But don't worry. Right. Always forgetting. Brothers and sisters, 1 year ago, you put the reins of government into our hands. We came to you at a time when many of you had lost hope in your leaders and did not believe that change was possible. We offered you a message of transformation, and you embraced our message of transformation. Today, as we press ahead with our mission to transform our country, let us pause for a moment and look back at what we inherited and the approach we have taken to the business of government. We inherited a government machinery that simply was not getting things done. The rate of implementation of government projects was scandalous. We stood to lose large sums of money that were already earmarked for badly needed infrastructure. We understood very clearly that these projects, if implemented, would significantly improve the quality of life of the people of our country. We understood the situation, so we rolled up our sleeves and began to work. And this is how the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation, and was created. We needed an administrative and management response to bottlenecks that were blocking implementation. So we created an arm of government whose main responsibility is to remove these bottlenecks and roadblocks. Our ministry has an organic connection to all major government projects. We are linked in to all ministries, working with the technical and project officers and empowering government as a whole. So we have a different approach, and it is this approach that is working. And because of this approach, we are getting things done. I said we are getting things done. Brothers and sisters, we take the stewardship of our country very seriously. This is why we keep coming back to you in our town hall meetings and other gatherings to report what we have done and to seek your guidance as to the way forward. We see governance as a partnership, and we look forward to strengthen this partnership. We salute all of you who are working with us to transform our country for the betterment of all. Let us stay together. Let us keep the faith, and let us get things done. Brothers and sisters, when I see the Windward Fish Center project started and taking place, I say boots on the ground. When I see the Monjali Road project being started, I said boots on the ground. When I see the house being constructed for Mr. Frederick Antoine of Carriacou, I said boots on the ground. When I see the road in Top Lawrencetown being constructed, I say boots on the ground. When I see the Bel Air Road project started, I said boots on the ground. When I see the lighting of the Peter Martinique jetty, I say boots on the ground. And let me tell you this, we have no time for old talk. We have no time for old talk, and this is serious matters now. Brothers and sisters, we have to be careful. I saw the leader of the opposition going in front of his people and making statements like this, that we lost a project of $80 million. And if it was any other government, they would have been asked to resign. When this man knows that he had the approval and the funding for that project since 2016, 17, he did nothing. 18, nothing. 19, nothing. 20, nothing. 21, nothing. 22, nothing. When he resigned, we put him out. Right? But this is the kind of propaganda that they are spreading. And also, I see they have a new trend. They are opening radio station after radio station to try and spread their propaganda. But tonight, I want to recognize the Heartbeat program by Brother Terry Forrester. And I want to congratulate Mr. Kim Mills. But there is one man. There is one man that is afraid. One man that is afraid. I can't hear. I can't hear. Mr. Kim Jones. So tell them they can open 10 more stations if they want. But they cannot stop 6 runs. Thank you.
Andy, for the south side, the best choice. Na, 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 na. Andy, where you for South St. George? What Nicky didn't do for South St. George, Andy gonna do it for you.
Thank you very much indeed. A big round of applause, Andy Williams, the man who gets things done. Right now, we have the pleasure to introduce your man of the moment for Carriacou and Petite Martinique, the Honorable Tevin Andrews, the Minister responsible for Carriacou and Petite Martinique. But to introduce him, I will now call on his very good friend, no other person than Kim Jones!
We're moving forward, 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 move the country forward, forward.
To the most honorable Deacon Mitchell and to all the other members of Parliament and those who are here, I want to say to you, I have the noble honor of introducing a man who I believe is grounded. When he talked about boots on the ground, this is not by accident. He did so because it was by divine intervention. Tevin has always remained authentic. And the reason I am here is because, not only because of Tevin, but because of the NDC family of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Somebody told me they built something for me up there, so, but don't worry, I'm coming up during the week. Folks, Tevin has always considered the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique as a part of the state of Grenada. And he has always fought inside, outside, cabinet, kitchen, cube, on the street for you, the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And I traveled throughout Carriacou today. I just wanted to see. I mean, look, I'm showcasing the man, you know. I'm telling people what he's doing, you know. But I wanted to see for myself. So I go inside, outside, up, down. Everybody say, no, God, boy, they are moved by the kind of work that this gentleman is doing in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. He believes in the people and is working for you, folks. I will not take one more second but to introduce this humble servant of yours, the Honorable Tevin Andrews.
Tevin, ha. Yo, Tevin, tell them so you come out to win. Them finna. Yo, Tevin. Boom. When Tevin touch up, King Draw get shell up. Anytime Tevin touch up, ha, King Draw must follow. When Tevin touch up, King Draw get shell up. Anytime
Thank you,
Tevin
Mr. DJ.
touch
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Tonight is a celebration night. We are celebrating our first year in office. The most honorable Prime Minister, Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Honorable Claudette Joseph, Honorable Delma Thomas, Honorable Ron Redhead, Honorable Andy Williams, Sister Eileen Lang, former Minister for Carriacou and Petit Martinique, Mr. George Prime, Attorney at Law, Brother Anselm Clouden Kakabawi, Brother Leo Joseph, Sir Leo Joseph, and of course Sister Lily, the Treasurer of the NDC, Sister Andrea St. Bernard, in the crowd, in the audience, the Deputy PRO, Brother Terry Forrester, and of course, give it up for Brother Kem Jones. Give it up for you, the people who have journeyed from Grenada to be here. And of course, all of you that have come out from whichever part of Carriacou to be here tonight. Sisters and brothers, when I started this journey 10 years ago, I made the decision to get involved with the National Democratic Congress that my ascension into the House of Parliament and getting involved in politics is not to enrich myself, and it's not about me, nor is it about the National Democratic Congress. It has always been and will continue to be about the people. It has always been and will continue to be about you, the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. So when you see what is taking place in Carriacou in terms of the transformation, you would appreciate that what is taking place is all about putting people first. And by polling division, by community, we will move each and every part of Carriacou and Petit Martinique forward. We are on a mission. Brother Nimrod did what he could have done in his time. Sister Kindra Matrin did what she did in her time. Even Primo did what he did in his time. And now I am here to do what I can in my time. And that is why, sisters and brothers, I'm happy. I'm happy tonight to celebrate the fact that after years of hearing the complaint from the drivers of Carriacou that they have to wait months before they can get their laminated license to Carriacou, I said we have to fix that. And I'm happy that in a matter of months, that where you had to wait 2, 3, 4 months to get your laminated license from Grenada, you can now walk over to the revenue office, pay for your license, present the receipt to the license unit, and receive your laminated license in less than 10 minutes. Those things is what I am pleased about, my dear friends. When I look at the Bel Air Road and hearing the complaints of the constituents for years, knowing that it is an emergency road, knowing that you have been complaining for years with the condition of it, and in 1 year in getting into office, we are addressing it. One of the major road projects that we are doing. And I'm happy to be part of that, sisters and brothers. When I visited Windward, and I hear the fishermen, and I heard they cry about the state of the fish market. Brother Clouden, you recall. Recall, sisters and brothers, the state of the fish center. Recall the cracks. Recall the leaking pipes. Recall the bad condition, the moles, you name it. And today, a brand new state-of-the-art fishing center is being constructed for the fishermen of Windward and Carriacou. And I'm happy to report it's not just a fish center, a state-of-the-art fish center, but also a jetty will be built so that the fishers can load the fish and land the fish, sisters and brothers. I am happy and proud to be part of that. And after hearing the complaints of the pedestrians, of the drivers, after so many accidents and some deaths, people falling down in the drain, and in memory of those people that have gotten in the accidents and who have died, whether it's on Bango Bridge or on that bridge across by Morris Street, and for all the people that fell down in the drain opposite the gas station, after knowing that and the complaints been coming in, I'm happy to report that we have addressed all of that by widening the streets, by building the sidewalks, and that has assisted in transforming and beautifying and uplifting the town of Hillsborough, sisters and brothers. I am happy to be part of that transformation. And brothers and sisters, there are more transformation coming to the island of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. I am happy that after years, the people have been complaining, especially those who have to travel down to Grenada, and you have to pay the $10 departure tax. All remember that? But when we travel from Grenada to come up, we had to pay no $10 departure tax. I say Carriacou and Petit Martinique is part of the state. If we have to pay the $10 departure tax, so to Grenada. And if they're not paying it, then we're not paying it too. And I'm happy that we've reviewed it and we have repealed it, and no longer we have to pay no $10 departure tax from Carriacou. And I'm also happy to report, sisters and brothers, and the Prime Minister talked about it today in his radio interview, that no longer shall we be harassed When we go down with the Dolly C and the Tyrrell Bay Express by the port security, how long you come to stay, your driver's license and registration, those days are now over. We are part of the state of Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique. We are one people, and therefore we must be treated equally. And let me tell you something. This is not PAF representative. Anyhow, the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique is affected. Be rest assured that I will stand in the gap and fight for you and represent you. That is why you have elected me to do. And when Sister Claudette tell you that I'm fighting for you in the cabinet, you better believe it. Whatever happens down there, we must get we fair share too. And I ain't stopping fighting for you and on behalf of you. We must get what we deserve. It's about time the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique are represented the way in which you ought to be represented. So when I say I got involved in this thing for service and to serve you and to uplift you, the people, and this beautiful island, and by extension, Grenada, you better believe it. I want us all to work together. Let us work together to transform this beautiful tri-island state. We will never be able to transform anything, and we will not be able to move forward as one people, and we will not be able to move forward with the agenda if we are not united as a people and if we don't work together. So just as how the cabinet is united as one, I want you, the supporters, you, the friends, and you, the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, to join hearts and hands as one people as we rally together to move this beautiful country forward into prosperity for everyone. And that is why we are happy. Happy that we have paid the pension. Happy that the nurses are getting the $500 every month. And there's a big crowd of nurses. We welcome the nurses in recognition for their hard work, their dedication and sacrifice. And that is why we are committed in reviewing the minimum wage in Grenada. And very soon, we will be talking about that. Very soon, some good announcements will be made as it relates to minimum wage, and as it relates to pension reform, as it relates to regularization within the public service. We are committed to serve you, the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. And in 1 year, we have done all of this. Now, if we could do all of that in 1 year, just imagine when you give us 1 ton, 2 ton, 3 ton, 4 ton, 5 ton, 6 ton. What we will be able to do. Grenada will be the land of honey, flowing with milk and honey. So continue, my dear friends, to celebrate. Be not afraid to be a part and parcel of this transformative team. Be not afraid to celebrate the fact that you played a part in electing us into government. And as a result of your hard work and sacrifice and dedication, we are working together to transform this beautiful nation. Give yourselves a round of applause. You should be proud of yourselves. Continue to support the Prime Minister. Continue to support the cabinet. Continue to pray for us. This job ain't easy. We make it look easy. But trust me, it ain't easy. It's a lot of hard work and sacrifice. But we are committed to the cause. We are committed to the cause of uplifting our people to higher heights. Thank you very much, Carriacou. I love you. I will continue to serve you. Have a good night.
Devin. Yo, yo.
Thank you, Devin
Yo,
Andrew.
Devin.
Give it
Tell
up.
them
Give
to
it
come
up,
out
Devin
to
Andrew.
Them, you know. Yo, Devin. Boom. When Devin got shot, Kendra get shallow. 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 Kendra get
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. What a wonderful crowd this has been here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. This looks like an election crowd. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Give your representative, Devin Andrews, a bigger round of applause. And for the next speaker, I ask you to give the biggest round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the distinct honor and pleasure to now introduce to the podium a man whom I spoke with during the campaign, and I asked him one question just before he became the political leader of the National Democratic Congress. Because I have always known him as a distinguished member of the bar, an attorney at law. And I said, Brother Deacon, are you ready for politics? And his response was, well, if I don't step forward now to help my country, then I'm wondering what is going to be happening to my country. So I want to now invite to the podium a man who has the greatest of interest for his country, a man who has demonstrated that he has the capacity, he has the tenacity, he has the heart, he has the will, and he has what it takes to bring a team together to deliver for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. A man who is going to be with us for a very long time. And I ask for your prayers. I ask for you to cover him in your prayers, because no weapons formed against this team shall ever prosper. I bring to you now the Prime Minister, political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Brother
Do we want a society that we
Mitchell.
plan, that we set goals and work towards achieving them? Or do we want a society where we get up and say, whatever happens, happens? That is ultimately the test that we must pass. A society does not improve by chance. We don't become wealthy by chance.
We have the best picture and we like it. Young, intelligent, full of vibes. The best picture and we like it. Deacon Mitchell won't tell you no lie. We have the best picture and we like it. Young, intelligent, full of vibes. The best Mitchell and we like it. Deacon Mitchell won't tell you no lies.
Oh gosh, Deacon intelligent, wow, he's so magnificent. Oh gosh, the people he represent, yes, and he will not relent. Oh gosh, the country have at heart, not an opinion, that is a fact. With Deacon the future real bright. Go vote, go vote, go vote, go vote. We vote in the heart, the heart, the heart, the heart. Go vote, go vote, go vote, go vote. All right, stick it right by the heart.
We have the best picture and we like it. Young, intelligent, full of vibes. The best picture and we like it. Deacon Mitchell won't tell you no lie. We have the best picture and we like it. Young, intelligent, full of vibes. The best picture and we like it. Deacon Mitchell won't tell you no lies. Voting Deacon for Prime Minister.
Keep the lights on, keep the lights on, keep the lights on.
Petite Martinique, good night. Carriacou, good night. I just want you to keep the lights on and give Sister Delma a taste of what she missed last year. So, Sister Delma, the light signifies that we've come out of the darkness and we've moved into the light. We've moved into the sunshine represented by the yellow. And the blood, the pure blood of Grenada represented by the red is going to continue to beat, motivate, and inspire all of us, especially the young ones in front of us. So, P.T. Martinic Karikou, thank you for welcoming us once again. We commit to continue to serve you with the same energy, the same spirit, and the same commitment that we've served you with in the last year. So, this is a night for celebration. I find everybody who speaks serious. So we're celebrating tonight. I appear on a man radio station and then he's trying to turn me into a comedian. So let me see how good is your memory. Let's go down a little memory road. You remember when somebody say, who is this little fella? Anytime you say something about him, he quick to sue. So when we get up in the River Sally and we say, take Susu in ya. Take Susu in ya. I didn't say that. So my partner said, hey, where Lako? Uncle Lako not here tonight. But he said Uncle Lako is a little boy. Brother Ron is a little boy. Sister Karine is a little girl. Kevin a one subject. Or we bringing people in Pampas to run the country. But I show when Sister Delma leave him, he had to run and get his. In fact, a few times I find he get up and leave the seat in Parliament quick. We talking serious issues, and we ain't give anything. Give anything. Serious business about running the country's nation. Give it. It's mine. And when things get bad, you say, oh God, give me one for the road. And what we say we want is one for the future. So you see, we had a good time. The campaign was intense. The campaign was fun. It was a lot of hard work. In fact, when the campaign was over, some people tell me they have campaign tabanka. They call the Sunday after election saying, where the next rally is? I said, no, it's time for us to run and govern and transform the beautiful islands of P.T. Martinic, Karikou, and Grenada. And so, friends, citizens of Petit Martinique, Carriacou, and Grenada, we appreciate the support, the love, the encouragement, sometimes the criticism, sometimes the recommendations and the suggestions that you have made. But above all, we appreciate your countless prayers from those of you in the diaspora, from those of you here tonight, from those of you who are not here tonight, but looking at this live. We appreciate that with your prayers and your support, we have begun the process of transforming Petit Martinique, Carriacou, and Grenada. But we have a long, long way to go and a lot of work to do. And we need all of you to get on board and to ensure that we continue this process in the second year of this government with the same energy and the same commitment to making sure that we continue to deliver and deliver quickly for the people of Petit Martinique, Carriacou, and Grenada. Because we appreciate that there are lots of things which have not been done for 30, 40, 20, 10, 5, 4 years. And we need to make up time. And we need to make up time